them off. You've got 8 seconds to do that. Done. Rule number 2, avoid chattering while someone is speaking. Let's give them full attention and respect. Rule number 3, if you're joining a bit late, please wait at the doors until the speaker finishes and everyone claps and then quietly enter. Rule number 4, drinking water and washroom facilities are available at the left side of the door. Please feel free to use these amenities. Now I request everyone to stand up for our club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. You may have a seat now. The meeting is now officially open, and it's high time to invite someone who leads with high energy and great heart. It's none other than our VP Education Toastmaster Prabhu.
The speaker, okay? Yeah.
Sorry. Sergeant
Okay, hello, and good evening to all here.
Good evening.
I am Praveen, and I am the presiding officer of this meeting. Yeah, right. So now, as we have guests over here, we will start off with the guest introductions. I would request you all to stand up and tell us your name, okay, how you have heard of us, and why are you here. Okay, so we will start over here, please, ma'am.
My name is Mrs. Ruby Khan. I'm an ex-student of Agnel Toastmasters, and recently I started working in the admin department of the law college on the third floor. And just now I came to know about this, and I understand that this is about communication skills, being technology. This is my first time I'm coming here.
Yeah.
I was want to know what exactly is happening.
Yeah. Nice to have you.
Hey, I am Sai sir. I came to know about Toastmasters from my professor from business communication. I work as assistant. Today I am here to see what Toastmasters meetings are in physical life. I used to attend Toastmasters online just to take feel and the environment in the physical Toastmasters environment. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rita, and I found out about Toastmasters through a friend of mine, and I have been in the Part-1 Toastmasters meeting, and this is my first time at the Bali Toastmasters, and we are to learn more about creation and communication. I'm looking forward to it.
My name is Ruby. I'm in the audit and recording.
Yeah, you are at the right place. Oh, I have not yet your guess. Yeah, and you also have a.
Okay, it's my pleasure to meet you. My name is Uday Devashi, and I am a Toastmaster officer. He was a Toastmaster for 12 years.
All done? Okay. So, thank you all for your interest in our club, and I hope to see you all as the members. Okay. So, just last week I read this quote. Okay. It said, what need to happen? Okay. We wish for it to happen, and does make it happen. So, do you know who said this? I'll just give you a hint. It was a basketball star. Yeah, right. Who said that first? Okay, right. So now that we are all here on a weekend, so I can assume that we are here to achieve our objective of self-improvement. But just being here is not enough, right? Because we have to ensure that we make use of each and every chance we have to come here and speak, and we also have to ensure that we speak to our mentors, right? Because they have been assigned to you, especially to help you to achieve your objectives. Yeah, I mean, do you agree with this?
Yes.
So let us make it happen, and to take this meeting ahead. Now I would like to introduce a member who is amazing with words, and who is also an improv artist. So I would like to welcome the distinguished Toastmaster.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to all the guests and all the special guests also who have graced our meeting. So today, I will straight away come to the theme. The theme of today's meeting is improv. What is improv? Improv is a short form of improvisation. So there are times when we meet a new person, when we are talking to somebody and we can't think of what to talk. The topic is something vague. Improv started long back, and it is a kind of a precursor to stand-up comedy and also theatre. I started doing it somewhere around 1987 when I did a theatre workshop, and I recently rekindled my passion, my hobby for improv. What typically happens in an improv is that a scene is created. Like in table topics, you come here, you are given a topic, and you start speaking about that topic. You start speaking about that topic. It's a new topic for you, you are talking about new things. In improv, what happens is that there's an improv artist who's standing on the stage and he's doing some activity. Chop, vegetable cutting. Now there's another artist who comes. This artist does not know what he is doing and who is that artist and who has come inside. They do not know the relationship between each other. They just start performing a scene impromptu on the stage. And the beauty about it is that when we do live performances, we take suggestions from the audience so that you are sure that nothing is scripted. Everything is impromptu. So we call somebody and we ask the audience that what he should be doing here. Audience says that cutting the vegetable. He starts cutting the vegetable. Another person joins in and they start talking to each other. Basically, this is improv. I will talk about what makes improv so successful, so sought about across the world amongst the theatre artists, amongst the artists who are planning to do a stand-up comedy or who do stand-up comedy. But before that, welcome to the Agnel Toastmasters meeting number 3, whatever. The structure, for the benefit of the guests, the structure of the meeting is that the meeting is divided into 3 parts. First section is the prepared speech section, wherein the speakers would come here and they would deliver prepared speeches, not impromptu speeches, not improvisation. These are fully prepared speeches according to the pathways manual, according to the objectives of the speech. They would be evaluated at the end of the speech, and in between, sandwiched is a session called table topics, which is somewhere close to improv. Just that in improv, 2 or multiple people can interact. However, in a table topic section, you are given a topic and you individually speak about it. Okay? Now, what's the fun of having a session on improv without demonstrating what is improv all about? So, I would like to request 2 volunteers, and we are going to play a simple game here. Okay? And the game is that you are given a gift, and you have to just talk about that gift. How does it matter to you? How does it mean to you? And somebody will, there will be 2 people standing here. Somebody will tell you about that particular gift, and that person will say that yes, how I love this gift. So I have 1 volunteer. Can I have 1 more volunteer? Very quickly, yes, please come. And we will do this 4 times. Okay? So what you have to do is that you have to tell her that I am giving you this gift and you have to name a gift. Okay? Whatever gift you can think of. And then you share how this gift was meaningful to you. 15 seconds, not more than that. Quickly.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Yasin. I like to give you a gift. And that gift is something I dedicated to my channel because we are having a promo for this month. And when you open this gift, you will find it surprising what the gift is. And I am not going to disclose now, but you can find it. So this is it.
Why is there a pickleball racket in this?
Yeah, that is the gift we are going to share to the audience, because now present generation is not that much focused towards health.
And you've seen over. Now you give him back a gift which is an odd gift. Like one pair of socks of odd socks. Is one colored, one printed. And you have to accept that gift, name a gift, and then justify how that gift needs to be.
I can come up with anything. Right?
Anything.
So I got a better gift for you. Now, since you feel that the youngsters are not into fitness, this is a protein powder which is made up of gulab jamun.
See, I have recently discussed with my friend, like I am cutting down sugar.
No, you have to accept it with all heart.
How can you not accept my gift?
Since you are giving this gift, I am accepting it because I believe this weakness won't affect my fitness.
Thank you. Just one more, and after that we'll start the prepared speech segment. Here what we will do is that we will play a to Z game. What is there in A to Z game is that there are two people who will be standing here and they will be talking to each other. 26 lines will be set by these two people. The first person who starts, he will start with A. The second person who replies will reply with B, C, D. So Vidya and any one person. Ron, yes, come. Start with A. Whatever you are saying, start with A.
Acha?
Start with A. Who are
Ask me why I'm looking so beautiful and intelligent today.
But I didn't even compliment you.
Cut the topic. Start something else.
Don't talk nonsense.
Every time you talk nonsense, then you're blaming me.
Forget about it.
God, why I have to deal with this man?
Hold on, let me think.
I know. Now it's your turn.
Just tell me what you want.
Kidding me, you are. Why did distinguished Toastmaster Vinay take this topic?
Let's get back on topic.
What's the next? Men. My God, I hope people are enjoying here and they are enjoying us today.
No, they are not.
Oh God, I'm sure they are not enjoying you, but they are enjoying me.
Be and please remind me what the next letter was.
Question that is. I hope these people help us. They are just sitting.
Really very interesting.
I saw.
Really? These people are useless.
so what?
So what he said, but I know what I want to say. Can you tell me what I wanted to say?
That is the right thing to say.
Understand. Otherwise, you will not understand.
Very nice reply.
We are thoughtful of you.
What are you saying? This is some nonsense. X.
Excuse me. What starts with X?
Xylophone.
I also. Xylophone.
X-ray. What is that? Why?
Why? Why?
You are handsome for a change. Red.
Zoo, right?
Thank you so much. There are hundreds of varieties of these improv exercises. The only thing that improv teaches us is to make your partner stronger. Improv is not about your performance. Improv is about making your partner look good on stage. Improv, the simple rule for improv is yes and. So you have to say everything yes and then continue that. So let us begin with the normal meeting now. So I'll introduce you to the tag team now. So we have chosen a timer whose name starts with T. And he loves his mother too much, and that is why he is in the field of I, which is artificial intelligence. And he loves she.
Yeah, me.
Oh, sorry. So she loves her mother so much. And that is why she loves AI. And whenever she is not busy with tech, she loves to travel and she tolerates the Toastmaster of the day. Please. Please. I request everybody, since this is the first time we are holding a meeting here, be careful with this stage, don't hurt yourself.
You can't see me or touch me, yet I decide your fate. Too much of me and your speech will be late. Too little, you will hear the bell. But use me right and you will present well. What am I? Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am T.M. Tingatanta Sharma and timer of the day. As a timer, my duty is to type the prepared speeches, table topics and evaluations. For prepared speeches, the time allotted varies as a project and will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, icebreaker time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. Table topic, it's 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. Speaker must specify the time limit to qualify the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display green card at the qualifying time, yellow card at the midpoint of the qualifying time range, and the red card at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. For the prepared speeches and the evaluation, the speaker has 30-second grace before the minimum qualifying time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, there is a grace of 30 seconds only. 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond 30 seconds will not qualify for the vote. Thank you.
Our next role player is our counter, and we have Toastmaster Rishi Punia, and he loves to travel, and he does not say oh while traveling. May I request Rishi to come here and explain?
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening, everyone. So the purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will be listening for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I'll also listen for filler sounds, including and if. I'll also note that when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means, at the end of the meeting, I'll quote the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Our next role player is grammarian, Toastmaster Kalpana. She is a healthcare professional, and she shifted her focus from direct patient healthcare, that is, from beds in the hospital to the beds at home. And she is self-proclaimed fanatic about her room, how she wants to see that particular room. May I request her to please come and introduce her role. So she says that she loves her bedroom and she decorates it.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Do you know around 1,000 new words are added every year in the dictionary? But we Indians add more than that with our slangs, fusion words. Last week I attended my cousin's brother's marriage. Of course, this is grammatically incorrect. Wedding and marriage are not synonyms. They are different words. Wedding is the event where they call us, and marriage is a private affair. So the sentence should be, last week I attended my cousin's wedding. Of course, there is no cousin brother. It's only cousin. As your grammarian for today, I will be listening everybody's speech very carefully and noting down all the grammatical spells and also the words that they are using very correctly. The impressive expressions and glorious words. Let me introduce the word of day. The word of day today is whimsy, which means unusual, funny, pleasant expressions. To give you an example, the Zootopia movie is a combination of whimsy and motivation. The phrase of the day is to go with the flow, which means to let the things go as they come. I was not prepared for the trip, but I decided to go with the flow. I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Please show thumbs up sign as an encouragement for them. I will give my feedback report when called upon with it.
The next role is the Quizmaster Q. Why? And that is why we have called Yashwant. Why? So Yashwant loves decoding systems and simplifying complex ideas. Okay? And he brings humor to everyday challenges so that it brings clarity. We will have some very, very important tasks for you from the XCOM.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'll play the role of Quizmaster for today's meeting. The role of Quizmaster is to listen intently, that is said during a meeting, and create 5 or 6 questions to ask the audience. These questions are intended to test the listening skills of audience. This role provides the opportunity for all of the meeting to actively participate and test their listening skills. I'll ask these questions at the end of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster General Advisor. Thank you.
Just let us begin our for the benefit of the new members who have joined, we are beginning our prepared speech segment. In the prepared speech segment, Toastmasters will come here and give the prepared speeches. So first speech will be given by Toastmaster Bhushan Patil. Before I call him, let me call his evaluator, Meenakshi. I'm getting this opportunity after a long time to welcome her, because when she was the president, I was sergeant at arms, and I used to innovate every time.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meenakshi. I'm the evaluator for my target speaker, Toastmaster Bhushan. Toastmaster Bhushan is attempting level 1, project 1 from the presentation mastery pathway, which is the icebreaker speech. So the purpose of this project is for him to come here and introduce himself to the members of the club, and also to understand the basic structure of any public speech. Timer, please note 4 to 6 minutes.
So I will not introduce Toastmaster Bhushan, because if I introduce him and give a long introduction, he's giving his icebreaker, so I will spill the beans. I'll just say that he's a seasoned digital marketing professional. That's it, don't expect anything else. Toastmaster Bhushan. Toastmaster Bhushan, finding my voice, Toastmaster Bhushan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's truly a privilege to stand here today and share a slice of my journey with you. I grew up in this beautiful Flamingo city in a family where hard work was non-negotiable. I wasn't a top scorer in school, but I developed natural liking towards subjects like science and maths. But as I grew older, I realized life isn't lived in numbers alone. My mother helped me see that. She taught me that life isn't about solving equations, or success isn't about solving equations. It's about understanding people. Outside classroom, I developed love for reading biographies, business stories, and whatever fed my curiosity. Like most Indians, my weekends were not complete without watching cricket. Recently, I have developed a love for Formula 1, not just for the speed, but the strategy, the teamwork, and the mindset. So, with my interest in people and what drives them, took me to marketing. So, questions like why 300 rupee? Why do we buy 300 rupee coffee happily but hesitate over 30 rupee price hike in a shampoo? So today I work as VP Digital Marketing and Acquisition in HSBC Bank, acquiring customers and promoting financial products. But titles don't define my role. My relationships do. One such important relationship with my wife. She is a doctor. Despite an international education, she is putting effort to learn our local language to better help and connect with her patients. So this teaches me, or all of us, to always keep learning and stay rooted. One of the biggest transformation in my life journey came when I decided to join Toastmasters. I studied in vernacular medium, though it did not help me back academically or professionally. But as I stepped into leadership role, I realized there is a gap. Public speaking wasn't my strength. I always felt comfortable behind the screen or buried in numbers. But watching my wife putting effort towards bridging language barriers inspired me to improve on my own. Whether I am working on digital campaign or reading my favorite book or supporting Formula One teams, I am always trying to learn, improve and reflect. So if I can leave you with one thought, it's this. The best investment you can do is in yourself, because it doesn't just help you, it lifts everyone around you. Thank you everyone for listening to my story. I look forward
to absorb the adulation. Absorb the adulation. So in one of the improv exercises, there was one game in which there's a boss sitting and he has got two assistants. And I am late to office. I am reporting to my boss. I don't know why I am late. I don't know why I am late. Now these two guys who are sitting behind the boss, they are telling me. And the reasons are as complicated as Mithun Chakravarti was dancing. I met him on the road. He was dancing on some particular tune. Suddenly some kangaroo came from Australia. He started dancing with me. And I have to explain these reasons, whereas I don't know the reason. The people who are at the back, they are explaining me, and all this is happening live. So that is the fun of improv, which you experience and you get so much creative energy out of it. Now our next speaker is Aditya, and before I call Aditya, I would like to call a patient person, not a patient in terms of hospital, but a patient person who is Dheeraj. He is also patient, but he is also Singh, which means he is the lion. So patient lion you must not have seen, introducing before you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Are you enjoying today's Vinci meeting? Yes. So my target speaker is attempting level 1 project 2 under the pathway engaging human. The purpose of this project is for member to learn the basic principle of drafting a speech or to review the basic principle of drafting the speech on any topic with a defined purpose and then present a well-organized speech on that topic. Best of luck, Toastmaster Aditya. Go with the flow.
Now before I call the next speaker, I would like to read verbatim his introduction. Please welcome a retired professional wrestler from the golden age of 6 to 16, an undefeated pillow fighter champion, and the person who was able to hire a full-time PA recently. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Aditya. Toastmaster Aditya, he is attempting pathway engaging humor level 1 project 2, and his title of the speech is My Equation with Math. My Equation with Math, Toastmaster Aditya. Okay.
Can anyone tell me the similarities between a heartache, a bad haircut, and not making your first Toastmaster speech within time? It's that all of them pass eventually and hopefully we get a second chance. In today's second chance, I'll be talking about my equation with math. But not just math, it's about any skill which I found weird initially and deemed as useless, and how it ended up having a comeback into my life in the best way possible. Now I know this must be a scary topic for some of you. You all just need to blink twice if calculus still haunts your dreams. But jokes apart, let's talk about how my journey started and how is it going right now. Hopefully within time. So please wish me luck. Okay, so I come from a family where math wasn't encouraged. It was practically force-fed. My parents didn't love math, but they loved the idea of me loving it, and that's the reason the moment I got into the first grade, my parents pushed me into this amazing little cult called UC Mass. Now, definitely yes, I was one of those weirdos who used to do this whenever I had to calculate something. And I was joined on this on this venture with my lifelong enemy who would naturally be my sister. Any guesses in how many awards did we end up winning? 1, 2, 3, any guesses?
5.
Okay. The answer is 0. We ended up collecting participation certificates like IPL cards. All of them were so shiny, but amounted to nothing sadly. But yeah, my journey changed a bit when we ended up switching cities, leaving my UC Mass and math drama behind. When I entered my new school as a 3rd grade student, I realized something. I realized that I was one of the cool kids, or so that I thought, of course. There was no question that my math teacher wasn't able to ask me, which I wasn't able to answer. Naturally, all of this flaunting was for a really important reason, which was to impress the head girl, which I wasn't able to do, but okay. The only people I was sadly able to impress were my parents and my fellow classmates. But either way, maths stayed really easy. So easy that I actually stopped trying and studying too much for it. Even my parents started to believe that I was the next Ramanujan, which I felt really happy about, but okay. Moving forward, after my high school, I decided that I wanted to do something different. I decided that I wanted to follow my passion. And for that, I ended up taking a course so unique, only a few of you must have heard of it. A course called engineering. In this unique course, in my first year, I had math as a subject, and I continued to live in this delusion that I was in fact the next Ramanujan, which I was really happy with. After the first year, when the results came in, I was shocked to see that the subject that I adored the most was the only subject that I had almost passed. I'm pretty sure the examiner had pushed me over the cliff just to pass me. But either way, it was a really bittersweet moment. This was the last year I was going to study math as a formal subject. This marked as a toxic breakup from this long relationship I had with this subject. But like every other toxic ex, we kept bumping into one another. Turns out that my big brain wasn't able to let go of all the math that it had learned. I'm proud to say that no shopkeeper has ever been able to con me by saying statements like, "आप मुझे 120 रुपए दीजिए, मैं आपको 80 रुपए दूंगा." Never confused me. There have been dates, dinners, solo trips that I have planned with a mental budget even before stepping out of the house. But I think the real change came when I got into credit cards, when I started to understand how many points or miles can I earn by my current spends. I even remember drafting these detailed Excels which talked about how my spends are going to be, how many points I could be earning, and what I could do with these points. I kid you not, I giggled the entire night, which was a really fun experience. And after a year of pestering my parents by stopping them from using cash by saying no, use these cards, we ended up recently having our first ever awards day, which was a really fun experience. My father, who used to mock me by saying, mock me for optimizing every penny, ended up pleading me by saying, "Beta, please plan a second honeymoon for me and your mother." Who knew that the math skills would actually come in handy? So yeah, this was my equation with math. It started with me juggling imaginary beads, which I didn't care for. Got into the habit of using this as a tool to impress the head girl, which sadly failed. Had some turbulence in my engineering, but ended up using this to sponsor my staycations. I initially thought that all of this knowledge was pointless, but it turns out that nothing really was. Steve Jobs has once said that you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. And that is what this speech was. It was me connecting the dots of my math journey, forgotten little math journey. But let me flip this over to you now. What is that one skill which you have given up on? A skill which you have stopped practicing in the last couple of years. Maybe you stopped sketching. Maybe you let the chessboard gather some dust. What if these are not useless? What if you can actually have a comeback to this? So I'll challenge you with one thought. Get started with one of these useless skills. See what it brings up. Maybe you would get a free staycation. Maybe you would have a jolly memory with your family. And when you are 100, when you look back, you will be able to enjoy and connect the dots for your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Agnel. Our next speaker is, don't take him lightly, ऐसे वैसे मत लेना, he is जैसे. And to evaluate him, we have a Toastmaster who not only shines herself, but her profession is making others shine. May I welcome Toastmaster Shine to spell out the objectives.
Good evening, everyone. So my today's target speaker is Toastmaster Jay. He is attempting his project level 1, project 3. The purpose of the speech is that he needs to use vocal variety and body language to enhance his speech. Timer, please note the timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish you all the best.
So the next speaker is an international business development professional who likes to understand different cultures, working styles, to understand people beyond business as usual. May I request Toastmaster Jay? Cheers. Toastmaster Jay, the gift of encouragement, the gift of encouragement.
You can hear me at the back. Imagine a 11-year-old boy, someone who has dreams. He wants to do some daredevillery, and most dangerous of all, he is not even a teen, and he thinks he can do things which adults do. Ladies and gentlemen, that was me 36 years ago, an 11-year-old kid who was thinking of riding his father's scooter
when kids were learning how to ride a bicycle. I used to ride bicycle. We had a bicycle and me and my brother used to ride it. But I always used to fancy that I would ride my father's scooter someday. And to do that, I used to voluntarily, on my own, offer to clean the scooter without even my father asking it, because I thought that I would get an opportunity to start the scooter. And in doing so, I told my brother that I wanted to ride the scooter. My brother, the informer of the house, went and told my mother that your second son has some plans. So, my mother, she told me very clearly, riding the scooter at your age, when you are 11, is a stunt and I will not allow it. That was clear. Because in a middle class family like ours, with their parents with government jobs, the most adventurous things that we used to do was have a North Indian dish made by my South Indian mother, or go to my grandfather's place. That's it. That's the adventures that they used to talk about. But I used to keep watching my father, how he would ride the scooter. So the clutch, how would he change the clutch, how would he increase the accelerator, how would he brake. So technically, in my mind, I was actually riding the scooter, but there was no practical experience. So, one day, I was just trying to open the handle, unlock the handle of the scooter one morning, and comes Chattuji. Now who's Chattuji? Chattuji is a guy who used to come asking for odd jobs with my father. He used to ask for some odd jobs and my father would arrange something for him. So I was just opening this handle and Chattuji says, why don't you start it? I looked at him and I said, no, not a good idea. He says, no harm, right? So I tilted the scooter. You had to tilt the scooter then, those old scooters. And then, and the scooter started. Chattuji says, chalo, let's take a ride. And I was just thinking that, can I do it? I mean, I was in self-doubt. And then something in my mind said, ignore. Then I took out the scooter out of the stand, and as soon as I was doing that, I could see in my view, in the window was standing my brother looking at me. Then there was again a noise, a voice in my head which said, ignore. I was about to sit, before I could sit, Chattuji was already on the seat behind me. I was sitting and about to start when I heard, Chase! Chase! It was my brother. Again I heard a noise saying, ignore, ignore. And I went off. So that day I had my first two-wheeler ride, a motorized two-wheeler ride. I went around the colony, 2 circles, around 2-3 minutes, and end was pure bliss. I had support, which I later understood was only emotional support from Chattuji. I went home, parked the scooter, said, thank you Chattuji, you are great. Went, sat in a corner because I knew any time lightning can strike. But after some time, say around an hour or so, my brother
and my sister comes, and my brother and my mom comes, and my brother has told everything. So my mom gave me the legendary scolding which I never had in my life. And she said, let today evening father come back home and we will decide about you. Evening dinner time, it was very tensed. I was sitting there and everything was told to my father. Immediately I blurted out saying, Chattuji was teaching me how to ride this scooter. My father looked at me and said, Chattu, he can't even ride a cycle. I was like blinking for 1 minute, and then I realized that I did something by help of someone who had zero skill, yet he had belief. This incident actually etched very deep into my memory, and later on I realized that it is such people who are like spark pluggers in your life, who see the flame in you, who see that spark, flame, and they make that into a flame, and then they see that how you can light the whole sky, That is the best thing that you could do for yourself. Best in life is either learn or become a Chattuji and go and help people to encourage. Thank you.
So, our next speaker, so his name defines what he likes and what he loves. His name starts with, okay, yeah, let me do this. So his name starts with sh, which means peace, and he loves peace. And then ends with shank, shank, noise. So he says that I'm a peace-loving person, which is sh, then good at listening, enjoy the company who have high energy, and love listening to loud music. That is shank. May I request Shashank, but before that, I have to request our evaluator, and before that, something which I have been forgetting, which the general evaluator is noting down since last 15-20 minutes. Let me give you time to put your comments on the evaluation. You have 1 minute. I hope everybody has got the voting, the evaluation feedback slips. Since I forgot in the previous 2 speeches, I request you to use your break time and give your valuable feedback to the speakers if you have not utilized the time till now. Okay, so let me begin the next speech. Before that, Namaskar, I would like to call evaluator, somebody, music to the ears, Sangeeta Shruti.
Toastmasters friends, Namaskar. My God, stage is high. My target speaker today is adopted the pathway persuasive influence. He is attempting level 1 project 4. This project has 2 parts. This project is about learning to give and receive evaluation or give and receive feedback. This has 2 parts. The target speaker today will be attempting part 1, which is to give a speech, receive feedback. The part 2 will be when he incorporates this feedback and gives a speech again. So good luck to my target speaker.
I request Toastmaster Shashank. Toastmaster Shashank, the reunion, Toastmaster Shashank.
So, good evening all. Good evening. So, I want to ask you a question. How many of you remember your school days? Yeah, almost everybody, right? Because those were the days which are fun-filled, carefree days, which generally etched in our memory. I also recall my school days, more especially the recesses. Me and my friends used to plan a great escapes at that times. We used to run away from the school, and it's not joke, it's actually we have done. We have a team of commandos. We called it as commandos because we everyday plan something different to run away. One time we have planned to run from school by jumping from the first floor to the pit of sand kept beside the compound wall of a school. Actually six of us already jumped from that first floor, and I was the last one to take that fleet. As I jumped, I hear one sound. One sound was booming. Shashank, just come inside. And that was a sound of principal. In a hurry, how to react to that situation, I started begging, sir, please let me go this time, and I ran away. Fast forward to 2025, in February, when I was talking with one of the friends from that team of commandos. We reminisced that our school days, and we thought that it's been 20 years now when we left our school, and why not to have a reunion of the school? We have started planning for it. The problems were many, and the major problem was that to bring all of the batch on a common platform for communication. We do have actually WhatsApp group of 30 odd people out of the 240 strength of our batch. Many of you might be thinking that how it is possible that you are not having contact numbers of your batchmates. But just I want to share that in 2005, having a mobile was a luxury, and it was rarely people will have that. People used to have that. So we have planned, created our team of 7 people who we called as a coordinator. Everyone has some department allotted. And after that, we started searching for the contact numbers. It was literally like a job of police who are interrogating someone for his details. We have touched every possible ways by which we can extract the contacts of the people, like Facebook, Instagram. We have tried siblings for their contacts. Also, few of us have visited the school to take out the registers of 2005, and that helped us to at least recollect the names of the people, because after 20 years it's very difficult to recollect the names of 240 people. And we are solving problems one by one, and by 2 months we are ready with a group of 240 plus people on a group. Then the time comes of a planning. We started discussing about the event, venue, vendors. We have finalized as photographer. We have also finalized our invitation cards for our beloved teachers. we have sent people to teachers' home by finding their addresses to invite them personally because many of them are retired at that time. But by seeing the history of our reunion of our school and the kind of responses we are getting on WhatsApp, we were in a doubt that whether we will be able to make this event a grand success or it will be very difficult to at least gather 50 people odd. So in that dilemma, we were planning, and finally the day had come. The day was 24th May 2025. It's a full of rainy day because this time actually rainy season started very early. So that day was a full of rainy day, and we have given a time of 9:30 a.m. to all of us to gather in the school, and it's 10 and only 15 people on the ground. Our hearts were beating and we were thinking that what to do. We started calling each and everyone, and by 11 o'clock there are 150 plus members on the ground. We relived that energy of this memories of school. The teachers were beamed with pride that achievements of their students. They have guided us with their wisdoms. And at the time of parted away, going back to the home, we promised each other that every year we will celebrate one event at least, anywhere which is comfortable place, so that we will be in touch. This event has not only created our memories of old school days, but also it has helped us to grow our networks. The takeaway from this story is that what I could tell you, the takeaway is that a thought of planning reunion is only a thought. I can say that it's a thought backed by emotions, and we perceived that thought and devoted ourselves to make that event happen. So thought backed by emotions, perceived and perceived dedicatedly can give us unforgettable experiences. And secondly, the friends of school are always friends, because many of times in our journey of life we met with many people, but the bonding with our friends, school friends, never be the same. So with that, I would like to leave you with the question that what's your the most memorable event or thing in a school days? And that's all. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Toastmaster Rajesh. Before I call Toastmaster Rajesh, you can give 1 minute feedback for Shashank's speech. Okay, our next speaker is Toastmaster Rajesh, and before I call Rajesh, I would like to request Toastmaster who flows like water, Toastmaster Padamani.
my target speaker is Toastmaster Rajesh. He is attempting pathway engaging humor level 2 project 2. Project name is Connect with your audience. Purpose of this project is for the speaker to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. Timer please load. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Toastmaster Rajesh is an entrepreneur, has worked in the industry for more than 25 years and he loves to give humorous speeches. Let us welcome Toastmaster Rajesh with a loud. Toastmaster Rajesh, how to make a South Indian mass movie. How to make a South Indian mass movie, Toastmaster Rajesh. Thank you. Is logic a prerequisite for good cinema? So let me take this scene from the movie Triple R. Anybody seen it?
Yes.
So the hero, played by Junior NTR, rushes into the battle. He is surrounded by the British soldiers. There are guns blazing everywhere. Bang, bang, bang. He holds a motorcycle, a heavy motorcycle like a cricket bat, and swings it on his enemy. The soldiers fall like a pack of cards. You know what would have happened to the motorcycle after the scene? It would have filed a complaint for workplace harassment. Movies like this are a whack on your head. They are extremely illogical, but they are running to packed houses, not only in India but globally. I was shocked and fascinated by this paradox, so much that I started researching, PhD level research. And I am proud to present before you this master class on how to make a mass South Indian movie. So let's get started. Who do you think is the ultimate villain in a South Indian mass movie?
Gravity.
You have huge potential. It is Sir Isaac. It is Sir Isaac Newton. Yeah. So knowingly or unknowingly, Newton has hurt the egos of South Indian moviegoers, and they take every single opportunity to take revenge by disregarding his laws. Instead, they go to a gravity denial expert for guidelines. You know who that is? Rajnikant. So when he enters a room, the walls start building by themselves. When he crosses the road, the signal turns green out of respect. When he blinks his eyes, sunglasses wear themselves, and when he sneezes, achoo, the cyclones turn direction. Logic in these movies is to be sprinkled like salt, only as and when required. How do you choose your characters? First, the hero. Any idea? Look carefully. Who is the most ordinary looking person? So that is your hero. So, South Indian movie heroes are quite hefty, like me. They appear as if they have just arrived after eating a full course rice meal. They are very economical. They don't use expensive gym equipment. They use LPG cylinders for doing push-up, as dumbbells. But when they get angry, they erupt like a volcano wearing a lungi. The heroines are mostly professionals like rocket scientists and doctors. They have one condition. Whatever role they do while dancing in the rain. And now we come to the villains. They are the backbone of the movie. Their hobbies include smuggling, laughing unnecessarily, and explaining the entire plot before getting punched by the hero. And they keep doing it again and again. They never learn. Dialogues. The hero's dialogues are not spoken. They detonate. Boom. They are like as if they are written by a dialogue writer who works as a construction worker during the day. Yeah! Listen to this gem from KGF. Anybody see KGF? Yeah. Violence, violence. I don't like it. I avoid it. But violence likes me. I can't avoid it. Now, the villain talks in a very different way. The villain talks as if he is willing per syllable, very slowly. Pushpa, if you are fire, I am fire brigade. 10 words, cut. 10,000 rupees plus GST. Here is the fight scene. So the hero in a South Indian mass movie doesn't fight. He does public service by sending the villain on a free air travel. So here is a case study of the movie Jailer featuring Rajnikant. Anybody see it? Okay. So Rajnikant is surrounded by 30 villains. Okay. All of them holding machetes and shouting war cries. He just flips his shoe, swings it into the air. It goes and hits 3 goons, bang, 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 comes back. Logic and gravity go on privilegedly. So, now your movie is a success, blockbuster. It scores 5 stars on energy, emotion and entertainment. Logic is not a criteria. On a serious note, what is the reason that these movies are successful? It's because they talk in a language that people understand, relate and appreciate and remember for a very long time. So, they are similar to our epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata because they have larger than life heroes, strong storylines and moral clarity. Coming back to the original question, is logic important or when would you want to watch a movie like this? It's when you want to escape reality. When reality is so painful or so boring that you want your mind to take a vacation. So that is when all you need is a ticket to a South Indian mass movie, a bucket of popcorn and a lungi flipping entry scene. Your day is made. Thank you.
Let's pause for 30 seconds to give feedback to Rajesh.
Okay, with this we'll take a short 10 minutes break, and we are not going outside. We have arranged something here only. So we'll have inside the room.